Oh, devastated. Well, the original plan was to fire the truck up for you guys so you could hear it because it sounds amazing, but the battery is dead. So that'll be in a future video. Check in there. But for now, I guess I'll just give you guys a quick walk around. It is a 1993 Chevy C1500. It is a single cab, step side short bed. It has 112,000 miles, and it came from the factory with a 305. And here, let me pop the hood for you guys so you guys can check that out real quick. And also, I'll let you guys see the inside, because it is quite nice in here actually for a 24-year-old truck. The hood can be a bit of a bitch sometimes, but if you just give it the old wiggle and jiggle, there we go. The old wiggle and jiggle works every time. Yeah, as you can see, it is just a Chevy small block. The very first thing I did to it was this hot air intake. Bought it off eBay mostly because I wanted this. I wanted to do some sort of turbo setup on it at some point, so I wanted to use that basically just as the carb hat. And for a carb hat on eBay alone, just for a cheap shitty eBay one, was 120 bucks. So I got that whole thing for 60 bucks. And honestly, it made quite a difference. It made the throttle response much more precise, and it made the throttle much more responsive in general. And then after that, I just put on some Stainless Works headers, which were supposed to be a direct bolt-on to the stock exhaust system, and that was a fucking lie, and that sucked. So there is a bit of an exhaust leak, but as long as you stay at the back of the truck, it sounds amazing. If you come up to the front, you can hear it quite a bit. And this is a throttle body truck, so of the three things I've done, intake, exhaust, and the third thing is the ultimate TBI mod, which is basically just porting and polishing the throttle body so the air can flow into it better before the air comes in, and then it has to kind of go over this ridge and then down. So you basically just shave that ridge off and radius it a bit, and it just makes it a lot easier for air to get in. And that made a huge difference. Now, from the factory, this truck did have a 305, which made 180 horsepower. This feels like significantly more. I'm not sure if it is the stock motor. I haven't gotten around to looking at the block just yet to see if it is the stock motor still or not. I'll do that at some point. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. It certainly feels like quite a bit more than 180 horsepower. And with the headers and porting and polishing the throttle body and all that stuff, it probably makes closer to 200, 210 maybe. I'm not sure. But it feels quite a bit more. It honestly feels like a 300-ish horsepower truck, just the way it launches, and it just has this incredible rumble. It'll sit there idling like this, and then you give it gas, it's like, it's quite a bit of fun to drive. But continuing the walk around, over here you can see the wheels are Krager's Soft 8s, 17x8s in the front. I did have some 17x9s in the back, but the wheel wells on these trucks are so big that it made the tires look dinky. So right now it has a set of 15s with some 275 60s on it, and they fill up the wheel well quite a bit more. There's still quite a bit of gap. And one other thing that I want to do to it is lower the back, because I don't know if you can see it too well, but the truck has kind of that stink bug stance, which drives me crazy. I want to drop the back a few inches just to level it out quite a bit. And I'm either going to get a flip kit for it. The frame's already C-notched, which you might be able to, fuck, maybe you can't see in there. You might be able to see it better on the other side. The other side has quite a bit more gap because for whatever reason, it doesn't have matching leaf springs. I don't know if you guys can see that too well in there, but it is C-notched. So I might get a flip kit after getting some matching leaf springs, or I might just get a set of drop springs for it. I think it's Beltec makes a set of 4-inch drop springs, so I might get that and just see how those work, because although it is a shop truck, I don't haul a lot with it, so I don't care too much about the ride. It's mostly a street truck more than anything else. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick walk around so you can get kind of familiar. I just wanted to give you guys a quick walk around so you guys can get familiar with it, because this is going to be the subject of quite a few upcoming videos. I do want to get matching wheels all the way around. I mean, they do match, but the 17s in the front, 15s in the back, that kind of irritates me how they're offset like that. And also the front wheels are actually sitting out 1.25 inches because they're on spacers, because these soft 8s were originally on an 84 Cutlass that I had last year, which is what I actually traded for the truck. And I kept these wheels and I just got some spacers for them just so I could run them, because this had some really shitty wheels on it at the time. But yeah, in some upcoming video I'll probably put a new battery in it and then fire it up for you guys, because it does sound great as far as the nice 4th gen Firebird there. Yeah, I'll probably put a new battery in it and fire it up for you guys, because it sounds amazing. And it's in really good shape too for a 24-year-old truck. The only kind of bummer is just this down the side, where the previous owner claimed it was the guy before him. It was his grandpa's truck, so he blamed it on his grandpa hitting like a pole or something in the parking lot, but who knows? It was probably him. Just too embarrassed to take the blame for it. Anyway, goal for it. Matching wheels and tires all the way around. I'll probably just put 15s on it for now, some 15-inch Cragar Soft 8s. I like how they look, and they're cheap. For a set of 15x8s, I think they're like $60 a piece, something ridiculous like that. Plus 15-inch tires are really cheap too, for pretty good ones. So matching wheels and tires. I want to lower the back, and then I'm going to do something to give it some more power, just because who doesn't love more power? Whether it's building up this motor or possibly an LS swap. I have a 5.3 out of a 2005 Yukon, I want to say. But everybody does LS swaps. I mean, they work, but they're becoming so common now that, I don't know, it's kind of a turn off anymore. So I might stick with the TBI just because that's different. Everybody got rid of those. Who knows? You'll just have to stick around and watch future videos to find out what happens. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the truck. Take care and have a great day.